If a woman does this, you need to understand something very few men ever realize in time: never let her go, because what you're witnessing isn't just affection or compatibility. It's a rare kind of alignment that can't be faked and doesn't come around often. Most men go through life chasing beauty or loyalty or maybe submission, but let's talk truth here. Those things are surface level, and while they might feel good in the short term, they're not what sustains real connection in the long run. The truth is that a high-value woman is defined by something far deeper, something far rarer. It's about how she responds to your masculine presence, not just when things are romantic and fun, but when you're standing firm in who you are as a man, not her appearance, not her history, not her promises, but a reaction to your grounded energy. What truly matters is the way she treats you when you're not wavering, when you're locked into your purpose, when you're not bending to accommodate but standing in your truth. That's when you start to see the difference between performance and presence, between attention and alignment. There are certain behaviors that women simply can't manufacture when it's real. These are instinctive emotional responses that show she sees you not just as a man, but as a man worth aligning with. Most men, unfortunately, overlook these signals. They're not loud. They're not dressed up in dramatic displays or social media captions. They're quiet, they're precise, and they're sincere. But if you see a woman who shows you these signs, you are not just wanted in her life, you are valued deeply. This is your moment to recognize that something sacred is unfolding, and you do not want to waste it. This is not the time to play it cool. This is not the time to test her patience or stall, because high value men don't sleep on high value women. They recognize her before someone else does. They move before the opportunity vanishes. They lead with intention. There are 7 emotional triggers that reveal the kind of woman you should never allow to walk away, not because she needs you, but because she chooses to understand. You'll protect you and evolve beside you first. When a woman protects your mental space, you are witnessing one of the rarest forms of respect. She senses your focus. She doesn't interrupt your silence to chase validation. She's not addicted to being seen or heard. Every moment she values your mission, even when she doesn't fully understand every part of it, and her silence is not born from distance, it's born from difference. Psychology teaches us something powerful. Women naturally wire their behaviors around emotionally stable men. If she waits for you to lead, even in the stillness, if she doesn't rush in to fill the silence or distract you with her own emotions, then you are not just seen as attractive. You are seen as a man worth respecting. That is the kind of woman who gets it, and that is a sign you don't overlook. Second, when she remembers the things you never actually said out loud in detail. Not the easy stuff like your favorite color or your go-to coffee order, that's surface level, but when she tunes into how you like to decompress after stress, how you get quiet before a big decision, how certain tones or rushed conversations trigger your edge or make you withdraw. That's advanced emotional attunement. This isn't a woman trying to impress you with effort. This is a woman who is studying how to support you without changing you. She's paying attention to things most people miss because she actually wants to walk beside you, not pull you somewhere else. That kind of awareness isn't just love, it's psychological investment, and that is rare. Third, when she defends your name even when you're not around. You'll never hear her start with neutral phrases like, well, maybe he didn't mean it, or let's not judge him too harshly. No, a woman like this speaks with conviction. She doesn't perform loyalty, she lives it. Most women stay neutral under social pressure because it's easier and safer. But if a woman you're with takes a stand for your character, when no one's watching, when there's no benefit to her, that is not just love, that is reputation investment. It's one of the most powerful evolutionary indicators of deep loyalty. A woman who defends your value without needing an audience has already made a choice. In her heart and in her mind, she's not on your side temporarily, she's on your side instinctively. Fourth, she doesn't try to compete with your solitude, and that's a huge one because many relationships crumble not due to conflict, but because one person doesn't understand the importance of stillness, especially for a man. A high-value woman doesn't make you feel guilty for needing time to yourself. She doesn't take it personally when you go quiet. She doesn't turn it into an emotional game where she punishes you for being distant. She understands that a man without solitude eventually loses his power because he becomes reactive instead of reflective. If she gives you space without making it about her, it's not because she doesn't care, it's because she's emotionally strategic. She sees the long game. And that kind of woman is built for real partnership, not codependency. Fifth, she challenges you, but not in chaos, not through ego or manipulation. She challenges you with calm precision. She doesn't throw words at you just to shake your confidence or start a fight. But when she sees you slacking, when she notices you drifting from your discipline, she calls it out directly and without disrespect. That's not criticism. That's calibration. She's not trying to dominate your decisions, just testing your integrity. A woman like this doesn't want to change you. She wants to watch you win. She wants to be part of your rise, not your retreat. And the moment you start to feel sharpened, not shamed by her voice, you'll know exactly what kind of strength she carries. Sixth, she adapts but never abandons herself. She's willing to grow with your vision. She learns how to move beside you without becoming a hollow version of who she used to be. She doesn't dissolve into your shadow. She finds alignment without submission, and that's something psychology calls ideal mate pattern. A woman who evolves next to you while staying rooted in herself is not following you blindly, she's building with you consciously. She carries both a spine and flexibility. She doesn't need to be the star, she needs to be part of the constellation. That's the difference between attraction and legacy. Seventh, and maybe most powerfully, she treats your presence like a privilege, not a burden, not an obligation. She doesn't just show up. She prepares for you. There's a difference. She listens to you with focus, not fear, with attention, not desperation. Watch her body language. You'll notice how she leans in when you speak, how she observes before responding, how her energy isn't scattered but centered around your presence. And if you find yourself feeling peace around her, not pressure, that is not something you come across every day. That feeling is not common. It's not automatic. It's earned. And when you meet a woman who brings that kind of energy into your life, it's not just a moment. It's a mirror of your own depth. So if you're done confusing attention for loyalty, if you're ready to move with clarity, with purpose, and with conviction, then you need to know when to recognize her. And more importantly, when to hold on. This is your reminder. This is your signal. Don't overthink it. Don't waste time, because the man who knows how to lead must also know when to stay.